Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. We are on to the international episode of week 33. And we're going to start with the sport we usually start with, but Mickey's got a new name for it this week, I hear.
Yeah. We're going in with the final whistle, baby. Pretty proud of it. I was tired of you having all the cool names.
Well, the corner and another one to be named later in this episode.
Whatever. Anyways, La Liga started last week, or this last week, so I don't know why I'm repeating myself, but whatever. Deportive Alaves won 3-0 versus Getafe. That kind of sounds just like Getafe, yeah. But my team, Vallecano, I was really hyped. They scored in the 4th minute. And then in the 52nd and the 90th plus 7th minute, Sevilla scored on penalty kicks. So it was my team's fault that we lost. And usually, it's your team's fault that you lost, yada, yada, yada. But it was literally, we had a 1-0 lead. And then we gave a penalty kick, 1-1. And then the 90th plus 7th, we could have had a draw. 90th plus 7th.
Own goal!
Penalty kick.
Oh, okay.
Even worse. How, in the 90 plus 7th minute, do you, as a defender, go, I'm going to do this that's going to deserve a penalty kick?
I mean, maybe he had to do it to stop a potential, guaranteed goal right before? I don't know, man. But you're right. 90th plus 7th minute, and to either give up a horrible penalty or give such a good scoring chance that you had to commit a penalty is
no bueno.
No. That is a lack of commitment to the end of the game.
For those watching last episode, Sunday is 16. Real Racing Club tied Villarreal CF 2-2.
You know what? It's not a loss.
RCD Espanyol won 3-0 to Levante UG, a 2-goal performance for Roberto. And on Monday, RC Deportive and Elche CF tied 1 apiece. Now, upcoming games, there's a few. La Liga is usually busy. There's always big games all the time. So on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, Atletico de Madrid will be facing Malaga. Thursday, on the 20th, Vallecona will be playing against Deportive Alves. Friday, Real Betis will be playing Real Sociedad. Saturday, the 22nd, Athletic Club will be playing Sevilla FC. Valencia will be playing Celta. And RCD Espanyol will be playing Real Madrid. On the 23rd, Atletico de Madrid will be playing Villarreal. Getafe will be playing Real Racing Club. Elche will be playing FC Barcelona. And on Monday, CA Osasuna will be playing Levante UD. And Malaga CF will be playing RC Deportivo. I feel like I did a lot better than I should have on that.
I really love how I can tell that you're really trying to say the names right, because you get so short of breath. You're like, Atletico de Madrid, Malaga, CF. And I appreciate the commitment to like, I'm not going to mess up. I'm not going to.
Now, this upcoming week, the Premier League starts as well. And I don't like it.
I thought you would be really excited.
No.
Hey, the fan outcome for this game is going to be great, though. I'm just saying.
I picked Coventry because I was like, they haven't been in there for 25 years. And they pair them up with the league winners from last year, Arsenal, for the first game. Hey, I'm going to cry.
Hey, look, either it's going to go exactly how everybody expects it to, or Coventry is going to have a great start to their season.
Welcome to the Premier League.
No, sir, I don't. Why might I do a stick?
On the 22nd, Hull will be playing Man United. So that's another Yikes. Everton would be playing Crystal Palace. Ipswich would be playing Sunderland. See, they have an okay introduction. Hull and Coventry are playing Arsenal and Man United. Nottingham Forest will be playing Leeds, and Brentford will be playing Spurs. On the 22nd, Brighton will be playing Aston Villa.
Sorry, you mean on the 23rd now?
On the 23rd, sorry. Man City will be playing Bournemouth, and Newcastle will be playing Liverpool. And on the 24th, Fulham will be playing Chelsea.
Okay, I know last week I said I'm a Man United fan, mostly because my mom is a Man United fan, and I agree with that. I think my second team or my first and a half team is going to be Ipswich, just because of the name. That's so much fun to say, Ipswich. Hey, who do you support? Ipswich. What in the heck is an Ipswich?
Who cares?
Who cares? They play football.
Bundesliga is actually another week before it starts.
Okay.
So next podcast, I'll be calling out the starting week.
Yeah, we're
lineup.
not going to get too far ahead of ourselves. Not going to give yourself too much work just yet.
Exactly. Now, there's a lot of hype due to the fact that, FIFA just ended. There hasn't been a lot of soccer internationally due to that. But with the men's FIFA finishing, there are still the qualifiers for the female FIFA coming up in 2027, which leads to one of the qualifiers being the WAFCON, which is the Women's African Football Conference.
Women's Africa Cup of Nations.
I think the AF is just Africa. Yeah, so Women's Africa Cup of Nations.
Okay, and I think I should give that off to our resident women specialist.
Yeah, if y'all are still listening from our North American episode this week, we've got Katie on the mic this week since Jay is out and about. So off to you.
Yes. Let's just say this is probably the one and only soccer tournament that I have followed up until Women's World Cup next year. So and I am now sad that it is over. Did I watch a single game? No. Am I sad that it is over? Yes.
Does it make sense? No.
Hey, the honest, as I said last episode, honesty's good. hey, she didn't watch the games. You didn't have your research ready. Kind of the same thing if you think about it.
Okay, so the semifinal, August 12th, Algeria lost to Malawi 1-3. Can I just say, Malawi was my favorite team in this tournament. So, yeah.
Wasn't it their first time making it too?
Yep.
I would think so.
Yep. Their first time making it, and their first game played, they beat Nigeria, who has won 11 times.
Well, damn! I didn't know that.
I saw that and I was like, I have to follow this now. And now every time Malawi wins, I'm like, yes! Every time they lose, I'm like, ugh, darn. Okay. And then next up is, on the 12th, is Morocco and Cameroon. They tied for nothing. And I'm gonna have Mig say what he just wrote into that little note because I have no idea what that means.
Cameroon won in penalty kicks 3-1.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so they were tied after regulation time, and they probably had like extra time. I would assume. I don't know. They would
usually extra time.
They would likely have had extra time, and then like penalty shootouts in hockey.
This was in fact explained to me, but I have the memory of a goldfish.
Okay, yes. this is in fact true. Yes.
Okay.
So Cameroon wins.
Yes, I guess. Anyway, August 13th was there was two final games taking place. Ivory Coast versus Ghana. Ivory Coast lost 1-2, so Ghana takes that victory. And then the other game played on that day, South Africa versus Nigeria. South Africa wins 2-1 against Nigeria.
Whoop, whoop.
Which, not gonna lie, I was kind of surprised because South Africa's kind of been sucking.
Yeah.
And those are it's for the Inter-Confederation, so they still have a chance of 2 winners to make it to the FIFA.
Yeah. So they're not the winners of this tournament. That's just kind of like the
They're the winner of the potential.
yeah, like they're the winner of like the subsequent qualifier, you know? Little odd.
Okay. And then the third place match took place on August 15th between Algeria and Morocco. That was 1-1. And Algeria wins in penalty kicks 3-2. I appreciate the change in wording on that. Thank you. Okay. And then the last
The actual final.
the other final, the final game.
Final squared.
It's a lot of final.
Cameroon beats Malawi 3-0.
Ah, damn.
Probably, I think as far as I'm aware, that's like either their first or their second loss in this whole tournament.
For Malawi?
Yeah, which is like kind of crazy.
I mean,
Yeah,
like an unfortunate time to lose, but pretty impressive for that to be.
They'll
your
be the
only
Capo
loss.
Verde of the
Oh yeah.
FIFA.
Oh,
which
yeah.
tells you how good like their team captains are. If like Malawi is absolutely dominating,
Mm-hmm.
one of their team captains, as we previously mentioned in the North American episode, where the assistant captain of Casey Current is playing with Malawi, and Casey Current is kind of
Struggling.
They're struggling
Yeah.
without her. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, final standings for that tournament. First place is Cameroon, second is Malawi, and third is Algeria.
Sweet.
And thus is the conclusion of WAFCON. I'm gonna miss saying that.
WAFCON.
It's
wow.
so fun.
I'm really gonna miss saying that. So I remember when you first added it to the notes, I was like, "What in the world is
I
this?"
saw it and I was like, what the heck is this? Because I was doing NWSL research and I was like, what the heck is this? And then I saw a Coach Jackie video about it and I was like, oh my god, I need to cover this.
All right. Well, since as we have learned in the North American episode, you suck at segues.
I suck at segues.
You're really bad at it. So we're just going to pretend, you know, insert
We're
insert
going
like
to segue.
yeah, like insert like really cool segue
If you were
here.
in video, I'd literally be here just staring at you like,
Chris, I don't know what to say anymore.
Help.
Please
Help.
help me out. I need help. And help has arrived. So Miggy gets a cool new name to his segment, his final whistle, thus being the, I guess, international soccer, if you want to put it. I have been so starved of my basketball that I have decided that, you know what? I know there's international basketball leagues. I'm going to start covering them now. Here's one thing I forgot to it's something I neglected about it. The international basketball season runs at the same time as the NBA.
Wow.
So I am still going to suffer from my lack of basketball for a couple more months, and I'm just going to have more basketball.
gosh darn.
Oh no! What am I to do? The hoops of the world. So to start, I'm just going to be covering two of the international basketball leagues. The EuroLeague and the Liga ACB, which is a Spanish, or this is based in Spain. EuroLeague, they start September 24th. And they boast, I think it's 20 teams. And I will quickly attempt to name these off. I'm going to sound like Miggy for the next probably 5 minutes just trying to read some of these, because I had trouble spelling these. And like I searched these up like on the website. I had them written out in front of me, and I was trying to transfer them over to our notes document. And I'd get 3 letters in, and I'd go, "Wait, no, yes, that is okay. That is how I spell it." And every time.
Chris finally learned what it's like to be dyslexic.
Honestly, yeah. Trying to read EuroLeague and Liga ACB team names is about the closest I am going to get to dyslexia, other than the fact that I'm friends with a bunch of people with dyslexia. So bear with me as I attempt. Keyword being attempt. Anadolu Efes Istanbul. That's one team.
19 more to go.
I just want to preface, these teams are like 3 to 4 word names. Armani Olympia Milan, Besiktas Istanbul. There's a missing vowel in this, I swear, but I know there isn't. That's how it's spelled.
Crevena's
Crvena. Crvena, Zvezda, Meridian Bet, Belgrade. That's one team.
I'll stick with my German.
Yeah, you know what? You can trip over your stuff. I'm going to trip over my stuff. Then we have Dubai Basketball, FC Barcelona, FC Bayern Munich.
Doesn't FC stand for football club?
I think FC. I honestly I think it's just turned into like federation.
Okay.
Something. I don't know.
Federal club.
Or something. Fenerbahce Istanbul, Hopel IBI Tel Aviv, Kostner Baskonia Vitoria Gasteiz, LDLC Asvel Villeurbanne.
Oh,
I-
Villeurbanne.
Yeah, I am 2/3 of the way here. Maybe not even. Maccabi Rapid Tel Aviv, Olympiacos Piraeus, Panathinaikos Actor Athens.
I was gonna say just by the first one, I was like, that's Greek.
That's so Greek. Paris basketball.
They gave you a little breather.
Yep. Partizan Mozart Bet Belgrade, Real Madrid, Valencia Basket, Virtus Bologna, not to be confused with Bologna, and Zalgiris Kaunas. That is the EuroLeague lineup for the 2026-2027 season.
Do they work like the Premier Leagues with the
With relegation?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Okay.
I am quite sure they do. Olympiacos Piraeus were the 2026 champions.
Okay.
So, again, the EuroLeague starts September 24th, so I've got about a month and a half of respite and time to...
I'll find you in your room in front of the mirror just
gonna be practicing this in front of the mirror, and at some point I will know very few words to every European language. I'll know like 5 words, and it's just gonna be the words for the names. And I'm gonna be completely honest. This is the list of teams that I got from a couple sources. I don't know if this is just the list of teams from last year or if this is actually the list of teams for this year because of how like relegation and stuff works. So I will have to double check that going forward, because getting information on these as a North American is a little funky.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure this is the lineup for this coming EuroLeague season. Now, the reason I want to say that and preface that is because for the Liga ACB, even more so, I'm not 100% certain that these are the teams for this season or if they were the teams from last season. Because depending on your source, there are some teams that have either different names or are just different teams.
Okay.
Like, there are some teams that, like, have half of the name is the same, but the other half is different. And I'm like, is this the same team? Did they rebrand? Or is this a different team? I don't know. Because the Liga ACB's official website is in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish.
Muy bien.
So I have to find not third-party websites, but basically websites that are essentially secondhand.
Or
Right.
just make yourself a friend with the Spanish.
Yeah, I could also do that. Regardless, Liga ACB starts September 26th, 2 days after EuroLeague.
And when does the NBA start?
NBA starts the regular season October 21st. Preseason starts early October.
Chris, you're gonna be all good for basketball.
I am going to have so much basketball, I'm not going to know what to do with myself. Oh, yes, I do. I'm going to be researching this all week. Liga ACB has 18 teams. They also work in a relegation format. Top 4 teams go into their quarterfinals and their playoffs and the quarterfinal, semifinal, final. Bottom 2 teams get relegated. I don't know what the league under is or the leagues under that, bring teams up. I have not gone that far into my research as of yet, seeing as I only want to start doing international basketball. Here are the teams. Bear with me. Baskonia Vitoria Gasteiz, Basket Girona, Baxi Manresa, Zaragoza. I know I said that right. It does not feel like I said that right. FC Barcelona, Yopos Lleida.
Hippos.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Hiopos.
That's my team right there. Go Hippos.
Juventud. Not Juventus. Juventud Badalona. Tenerife. Lema Coruna. Obradoiro CAB. Morabanc Andorra. I'm assuming Morabanc is some Spanish bank. Honestly. Real Madrid. Rio Briogan.
Yep.
San Pablo Burgos. Burgers. I want to say this in like a Australian accent, even though I know it's supposed to be Spanish. You see the name, you know what I'm talking about. Like Cerne Bilbao. I don't know any other way to say that. Cerne Bilbao. Cerne Bilbao. UCAM Murcia. Unicaya Malaga. And Valencia Basket.
Malaga. I got a Malaga too.
You got a Malaga too? Speaking of Valencia Basket, they were the 2026 champions. So these, I am more confident in these being the 18 teams going forward into the 2026-2027 season. Again, I will be double checking my research for these 2 leagues going forward, just to be sure. If I find time, I'll even try to look for the team for like the leagues where the teams go for relegation and swap and all that stuff. But yes, the hoops of the world. More basketball for me to cover. Unfortunately, it's not quite basketball in the NBA offseason. It is coinciding with the NBA. Wow, I'm going to have a lot of basketball to talk about. Now, speaking of a different kind of ball, tennis.
As always, the U.S. Open is August 24th through September 13th, but the players have still not been announced. But I have seen speculation that there will be quite a few Canadians.
And we will find out in 2 days.
And we'll find out in 2 days, and we will announce it to our Instagram page either Thursday night or Friday during the day.
Mind you, we are fully aware that the soonest anybody will be hearing us say this that we just did will be this coming Friday. So, in spirit, here's your heads up that we will be hosting, or I guess sort of like sub-announcing the player pool and especially the Canadians.
Motorsports. I did the research, and my guy, we are busy this coming weekend.
We are busy. Are we burning rubber?
We burning rubber. So I'll start with NASCAR. So you got the Cup Series, which is just the...
It's funny that you mentioned NASCAR now. Technically, that should have been in the North American episode, but here we are.
You know what? It is what it is.
We're missing Jay. We don't have him to remind us.
Either that, or we're just gonna shift it and just add a little tab.
Hey, look, honestly, I get my left turning this week. There was none last week. I get my left turning.
So the Dollar Tree 301, wonder who sponsored that race.
I have no idea.
Is on Sunday, August 23rd. And the Craftsman Truck Series, the EGP 175, is on Saturday, August 22nd. Now, the MotoGP does not have anything till Sunday, August 30th, which is in 2 weeks, at the track Ciudad del Moto de Aragon, and it's in Aragon. And that will be, again, as I stated, on August 30th.
The more I stare at it, the more I'm just like, yes, the Aragor GP.
Now, Formula One, the Dutch GP is on the 23rd, on Sunday. The track is Mascot Circuit Zadovort, and it's the first race in basically a month.
Zandvoort.
Yeah, it's basically the first race in a month.
I mean,
They've been
hey,
on their little summer break, so now it's back
Yeah.
to racing. And
I know we don't really cover it, but some of these sort of like secondary like F1 circuits have been going on. I've been seeing them on like TSN and Sports
like
Syndication.
F2 and F3.
Yeah, like F2, F3, and a couple of the other. I'm not sure what it's called, but
How many Fs is it? Like
I don't know,
F1, 2, 3,
but
4,
right,
5? Like, do you get an F173?
probably. But right, like that, I guess, sort of like style of race car with sort of like the front wing
Yeah.
and all that stuff. They've got some sort of like secondary circuits still going on even in this month hiatus. I think I saw freaking Grosjean on in one of those races. So
Okay.
like these guys have been keeping themselves busy, for my assumption.
Okay.
But
Now,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I have one thing with this whole motorsport thing, and my thing is with MotoGP.
Mhm.
Have you seen a video of these guys?
I have seen, yes.
Do they have kneecaps?
Yes, I'm just pretty sure that their kneecaps are perfectly rounded and might be the smoothest surfaces on the earth.
Have you seen how they stick their tongue out and they can lick the pavement?
Yes. Oh yeah.
I was watching a video because I haven't watched it in a while. Usually you look at the stats, you look at the who took over, who got the points, everything. I'm like, yeah.
There's only so far numbers. can
Yeah,
really-
so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch a match, see a couple of things, see what happened. Like these guys are like almost perpendicular. To
Oh,
this
yeah.
thing.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
parallel to this thing.
Oh yeah. No. They get look. You know what's even scarier? They do this while being less than a couple inches from each other.
Yeah,
And I'm not just saying, less than a couple inches behind. No, these guys are side by side.
dude passes win is fogging the other guy's visor up.
Yeah. it took me a second to realize what you just said. That's great. But yeah, no, like I respect these guys, and honestly, it makes sense why the races are quote unquote so much shorter, is because quite frankly, I don't know how long you can be out there racing like that before you test fate.
Yeah,
It is insane, and it's not even just how close they get, but the way that they contort their body to basically pull the bike down with them.
dude, I do that motion and I'm popping out a hip.
Because here's the thing you have to understand: scientifically speaking, those bikes are going so fast they don't want to go anywhere but straight up.
Yeah, it's pure muscle to bring
Right?
them down.
They have to not just turn, which is a lot of muscle just in to begin with. Like you said, they are dragging this thing down with them just to make those turns.
And they
It's
make it
insane.
look effortless.
It's insane, and they're doing it at going how fast?
like 200 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous stuff. Now, for this week, we do have some esports.
Some.
Rather, not just some. We have quite a bit. Jay has left me with quite a lot to at least go over. And because usually when we talk esports, we've only really got League of Legends going on. We've got more than just League of Legends going on this week.
But before that, let's stick with League of Legends and
Well,
keep
yeah.
it as a little surprise.
We'll start with League of Legends. So we've got all of our leagues happening right now. LCS had their just weekly matchups. Team Liquid beats Disguise 2-0. Everybody saw that coming. Team Liquid is at the top of the league. Disguise is still trying to figure out who they are as a team. Shopify Rebellion beats Dignitas 2-1. Honestly, kind of a close matchup. Dignitas, bottom feeders. Like bottom feeders. Shopify Rebellion is kind of a mid team that kind of competes with the top, but will never really break through. So the fact that this was a 2-1, 2-0, kind of surprising. C9 2-0's FlyQuest. That is no surprise. C9 also at the top of the league, just kind of not quite tier 1, kind of like tier 1.5.
Okay.
FlyQuest is a team that used to be good, but then due to some unfortunate circumstances kind of blew up, and they're kind of just a ragtag group. Then probably the game of the week and the upset of the week, Sentinels beat Lions 2-1. Lion was the number 1 team in the league. Sentinels, bottom 3. And
So we're talking about David and Goliath.
very much a David and Goliath, and not just David and Goliath in terms of like skill wise, but also Sentinels is an old team. Like they've got some guys who are well past their prime that are just kind of playing out the last like year, maybe couple years of their career, and they pull the rabbit out of their butt, quite frankly. LEC also had some games this week. SK beats Shifters 2-0. Vitality beat GX 2-1. Fnatic beats SK 2-0. And G2 beats Shifters 2-0 as well. MKOI beat Navi 2-0. And then Fnatic beat G2 2-0. So a lot of kind of, if you're winning, you win.
Yes.
Not a whole lot of back and forth. Not a whole
There's only
lot.
really one matchup that went to the third game.
Yeah. Like, basically every series except for the Vitality GX series was kind of decided after game one, which kind of sucks for viewership, but oh well, at least you know who wins. Something to note about the LEC, Caps, one of the most long-standing, like high-tier players in all of League of Legends. Heck, you might have even heard of him in passing at times. He was inducted into the Hall of Legends most recently, on the same day that G2 beat Fnatic 2-0. Now, the Hall of Legends is it's essentially League of Legends' Hall of Fame, but they only really came up with it, I think, about a year ago, and they've been slowly inducting some of these sort of long-standing players that have been around the league scene for forever. And Caps was going to get there eventually. LPL had a whole buttload of games and series this past week. So I am just going to rapid fire these off. Because the LPL is kind of sitting in this... LPL is kind of weird. Like, I'm not entirely sure what their plan is with how their seeding is going. They kind of have, like, a top group of teams that are all guaranteed sort of playoffs, and then a bottom group of teams that a few that are fighting for the last few playoff spots. So like the top group is kind of like, our games are meaningless, and the bottom league is in the bottom tier is kind of like, we're fighting for our lives here. So whole lot of weird crap going on. So AL beats EDG 2-1. JDG beats BLG 2-1. BLG should not be losing to JDG. That's an upset. NIP beats Weibo 2-1. LGD beats Top Esports 2-0. That's another upset. Top Esports should not be losing that. BLG beats TT 2-0. LGD beats EDG 2-0. WE beats Top Esports 2-0. I guess Top Esports is just not good. I don't know. L beats JDG 2-1. NIP beats LNG 2-1. AL beats TT 2-1. BLG beats WE 2-0. LGD beats JDG 2-1. IG beats Weibo 2-1. And Top Esports beats EDG 2-0.
Hey, Top Esports finally got a win.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of games. A lot of games. I'm not quite sure what the standings are looking for the LPL, but Jay has also stated that their scheduling has been kind of weird.
Yeah, he's been saying how like sometimes like one team will have one matchup during the week and then the other will have three, but then the other time like one will have two, one won't have any.
Yeah, so
they're not really consistent on giving like every team consistent.
Like the LCS, like I'm kind of upset that they barely have any games each week, but they're really good for like every team has one matchup.
Yeah.
Now moving on to the last league here, the LCK. The LCK is into kind of the second half of their season where they also split their teams into two groups. They kind of have their top five and their bottom five, same kind of thing. Top five, realistically, they all have their guaranteed playoff spots. They're just kind of fighting for
positioning.
The positioning, and the top seed gets a guaranteed spot in the Worlds tournament, which is the biggest international tournament of the year. And then sort of the bottom group is, again, just fighting for, like, the top three in the bottom group get playoff spots. The bottom two, there's no relegation, but they're properly eliminated.
Okay.
So Dongwon Supers beat Nongshim 2-1, which really upsets me because Nongshim's my team. DK beats KT 2-0.
Donkey Kong,
yeah. They're DK is supposed to be at the bottom of the top half.
Okay.
They should not be winning, and it's there in at this part of the season. It's sort of the top group only plays against teams in the top group, and the bottom group only plays against teams in the bottom group.
Okay.
So being at the bottom of the top group, you should be losing everything, and yet they 2-0 KT. BFX 2-0's KRX, Genji, BFX 2-1's KRX, Genji 2-0's HLE, DK 2-1's T1, Nongshim 2-0's Bro. That was a much needed win for the Noodle Boys, seeing as Bro was one of the top teams in the bottom tier. HLE beats KT 2-1. Dongwon Supers beat BFX 2-0. The Dongwon Supers have apparently just decided that they're the team to beat after going on an 18 match-up losing streak.
Okay.
Genji beats T1 2-0, and Bro beats KRX 2-1. I have it here in the notes from Jay that Genji and HLE have secured their playoff spots, and Bro has secured a play-in spot from the bottom group, so kind of like a wild card spot essentially. Yeah. So that's what we have for League this week, and usually that'd be the end of esports, but we have some extra little bit of spice here in the esports segment.
Just put it in the skillet.
Put it in the skillet. The Rocket League Championship is coming up. The RLCS. And by coming up, I mean just 22 days away. We are less than a month away from the RLCS, and Jay plans to cover it in its entirety.
And let's do it justice with the notes. I will be covering this in its entirety.
All caps. The play-in bracket has already been announced. We have Virtus Pro against Bigotes.
Yeah.
Bigotes. We have Five Fears versus Mati Tapa. We have Team Falcons versus FUT Esports, and TSM versus R8 Esports.
And you know what? For the first time, I know what you're talking about.
The one esports day when Miggy knows exactly what I'm talking about, because it's a video game that he actually plays. So once the play-ins are done, the teams are going to be drawn into groups of 4 teams. Groups A, B, C, and D. 4 groups in each team. The winner of each group is... how does this read? The winner of each group, after a best-of-5 round robin, qualifies for the upper bracket of the playoffs, and places second and third qualify for the lower bracket of the playoff, and last place is eliminated. So, by the sounds of it, in each group, each of the 4 teams, they're going to have sort of 3 matchups, right? You're going to play each of the other 3 teams in your, group. It's each going to be best of 5s.
Yeah.
Top team is going to make it into the upper bracket playoffs. 2 and 3 going to duke it out in the lower bracket playoffs. If you lose in your group, 4th place in your group, you're just gone. Now, playoffs are all best of 7s. The prize pool for this tournament is 1.2 million USD. The group stage teams are as follows before the 4 teams that make it through the play-ins. So we've got the 4 teams that are going to make it through the play-ins, but we already have 12 teams that have guaranteed spots in the group stage. Those teams are as follows: Carmine Corp, Gentle Mates, Team Vitality, Ninjas in Pajamas, Space Station, Wildcard, Shopify Rebellion, Twisted Minds, Furia, NRG, MIBR, and this is a fun one, Manchester City. Manchester City has an esports team. Not just a soccer team, they have an esports team. And I find that really fun. And really kind of funny.
Do you think Holland's on it?
Does Holland play Rocket League? I need to know. Yes, I know it's not soccer, but it's car soccer. Close enough. Can you imagine just a Holland-inspired Rocket League car or like Rocket League skin? That'd be a great just like goal song.
No, I just need the hop, like the topper of his like man bun.
Imagine riding around in the car and all you got is the blonde man bun on the hood of the car. Oh, that is too funny.
Rocket League, make it happen.
Rocket League, please. Will give us like 0.5% of the money it should make off. That's all I'm saying. Now, to add on to the, I guess, sort of the extra surprises coming with this esports, not only will Jay be covering the RLCS in its entirety, but Jay also plans to cover the PLG Major in its entirety. And for those of you who don't know, mind you, that would include me before reading these notes. That is a Counter-Strike tournament.
I thought that was golf.
See, I thought so too until I saw Counter-Strike. It is being held in Singapore and likely late November. But
there's more on the esports I understand that I don't understand.
Miggy has graduated from not knowing what he doesn't know to knowing what he doesn't know. And he is flexing all over them haters, apparently. But so we've got some esports coming to you guys in the next couple months. League of Legends obviously will be continued to be covered. Worlds is coming up soon, but RLCS, PLG Major coming up too. We got some esports tournaments, and honestly, I'm here for it.
I just find it interesting that we're 22 days out and we're still missing 4 teams.
We're missing 4 teams because the play-ins still need to be played.
22 days? That seems a little short on scheduling here. Unless they have all the schedule done and they just have to pinpoint.
I mean, they probably have the schedule done, but you have to realize that you've played Rocket League. Dude, a best of 5, each of these games is only 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? This isn't league games that can take anywhere between 20 minutes to an hour and a half.
They probably give them like a 2-minute break in between, depending on how much goal. So, like, at most an hour.
Yeah, like each of these matchups is an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe 45 minutes. Right?
So, who are we picking here?
Who are we picking? Man City. Give me the known soccer powerhouse in the car soccer league.
You know what? I'm just going to go for it. Just because their name is cool, I'm going to go with Twisted Minds.
Honestly, I'm here for it. No, I...
What about you, Katie? Do you have a team? Do you want to pick a team? You don't really care?
Have you paid attention to teams that they named?
Well, Ninjas in Pajamas seems pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool too. I think they're pretty cool too.
Some biasm right there.
Hey, look, man. We here on the Triple Threat Podcast do not care what your reasons are for supporting a team as long as you have a reason. And if your reason is the name, go for it. I mean, I support racing teams.
So,
that's all I've got for esports.
The next following weeks, me and Chris realized that October is going to kick us up with a butt.
No, really.
Everything is ending and everything is starting.
NBA, NHL, MLB postseason, NFL's gonna be really in the swing of it.
Premier League,
CFL is hitting the Grey Cup.
You got all of it. So in the following weeks, we're gonna try to set the stage. Yeah, set the stage. Try to set us up for success this time. Because when we started this podcast, we kind of started in the middle of a lot of leagues.
Yeah.
We started like the day after the Olympic gold, weeks after the Super Bowl. We were kind of all over the place. I'd like to think we've kind of organized a little better. But September, October, November is going to be a lot. So we're going to have to try to set us up for it to make sense.
Yeah. We are, instead of covering the entirety of every entire league, especially for the North American stuff, which is kind of funny that we're mentioning this on the international episode, but I digress. The North American leagues, we are going to be pinpointing it down to a couple teams and then like major matchups.
Yeah.
So NBA is a really easy one for me, right? Raptors for me. Miggy cheers for the Timberwolves. We'll get Jay to pick something. NHL is also pretty easy. Canucks, Habs.
And we'll get Jay to pick something.
Yeah. MLB, as it continues forward, we're all Jays supporters. We'll see if there's any postseason baseball. We've also been very vocal of our CFL and NFL teams as is.
And the PWHL is small enough that we can still cover it all as.
Yeah. But going forward, we have realized that our plates were very big and our appetites were very big, but we could not eat fast enough to keep up with everything. So we're going to.
We gotta sit down and minimize a little bit.
We're going to take out smaller plates out of the cupboards, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Smaller plates off the cover. Put that on the shirt. I'm about to add a tab on here on the amount of stuff me and you just say. Put that on a shirt, just so we can add.
I mean, hey, triple threat merch when? Who knows? Somewhere down the line.
Nah,
Give me a cricket, y'all. I'll get it going.
What?
What are them sticker cutter things?
Oh,
A cricket.
that's what they're called?
Yeah.
Yes.
You said cricket, and I was like, damn, we sound that boring? Like cricket noises? I was so sad for a second.
Just
there.
Jiminy Cricket with the freaking triple threat shirt on.
I mean, okay.
He'd be looking fresh.
He be looking pretty slick, all I must say.
Especially
Alright.
with the potential. new
So,
logo.
apparently, I know what I'm getting her for her birthday. Hey, that's all I'm saying. But,
Should get her the QR code in the back.
oh my goodness. All right. Well, Miggy, any discussions? Anything else? You good? Katie, you didn't get to say as much on this episode as the North American episode. Would you have anything to add?
Can we go over? So, like, I've never played or watched or seen League of Legends aside from walking past your computer with play.
You know, that's fair.
How do they get points?
How did they get points? Okay, so the points that you see there is basically games won. So like these matchups,
Mhm.
they play best of threes.
Okay.
So they basically just play, hey, we're going to play either 2 or 3 games. Whoever gets to 2 wins first just wins the matchup. So think of it like if, in layman's terms, like if you're watching a hockey game, right? Like if you're watching 2 teams go at it and you're just like, okay, you guys are going to do a mini best of 3 series and just play it out like that. That's kind of like this, where they play best of 3 series. Like they'll go into a game, one team will win, one team will lose. They'll go into the second game, yada yada yada. But
Okay.
they get a point for winning like the video game, basically.
Gotcha.
If that makes any sense. Yeah, you're nodding at me. Good enough.
Is it the same setup for Rocket League too?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So like they will do best of 5s and best of 7s. So, they'll play their 5-minute game. Whoever wins that gets a point. And then they'll go into the next game and so on and so forth until somebody has won either 3 or 4 games, depending on if they're doing best of 5 or best of 7s.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so that's what you see there. Is just sort of like the games won, quote unquote. All right. Any other questions that I might be able to answer?
I think I'm okay now.
You think you're okay now? Okay. Well, I think we're good for this week. We didn't have Jay, so we missed the voice this week, but we got a new one and a potentially reoccurring one. We'll see if we have enough chairs around the table for it.
Yo, Pro Cheer League starts in December.
Okay, so we're gonna have this voice back no later than December.
Looks like it. Especially with the eyes she just gave us.
We got, what is it, September? Well, half of August, September, October, November. So like 3.5 months before that.
You got 3.5 months to prepare and get everything ready.
Dude, they've already had tryouts. I'm ready.
Okay, never mind. She will be back every week leading up to that because I don't think we're going to be able to go a week without her wanting to talk about it.
Hey, honestly, having, like, I know this, in lamest terms, having a girl talk about the female sports.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. And plus, like, it can also relate to what's happening. Like, how maybe a girl reacts to how me and you look at it and be like,
Also, we will make a sports fan out of you. You're going to be doing so much research, you can't help but like this sport. Actually, never mind. Doing research doesn't make me love the sports anymore.
Makes me understand it a whole lot better, though.
The amount of weeks where I'll be doing research and I'm like, God damn it, I freaking hate sports. Why he did the thing? Why did he? Ooh, what's that over there? Ooh, cookie! Ooh, cookie! Oh, wow, that's a great score. Wait, what did he score? Oh my goodness. All right, well, another sidetrack, side quest that we'd like to do, I suppose. But just to reiterate, Miggy, you good? Katie, you good now?
Yes.
I am good. I feel like I'm getting out of breath every time I speak. And I think the mic should be turning off.